Ooh. Well, if last night was lacking some red, I do not think that's going to be the problem here for night 3 at Madison Square Garden. Boom. Getting an early boom into the wall. So, look at this. The AC/DC bag opener. And they did not wait until the second song tonight. Although the second song got the treatment as well. The AC/DC bag, similar to the jams from the last two nights, the second song of the night, the ACD, or the Down with Disease from last night, tonight it was AC/DC bag, didn't run quite as long. So if you're a YouTube freebie guy that tunes in for that, you got a little bit of a treat tonight here with this. And then they followed it up with My Friend, My Friend. Now, can we say, I don't know, this is back to back, jammed out, My Friend, My Friend. You know, can we certify it a jam vehicle at this point? I don't know. We'll see. Could just be their thing for the summer. And man, it was nasty. You know, it's always going to be kind of a mean sounding song, a little evil Phish in there, and the jam was just that, of course. So I'll take more of that. You know, they want to jam that thing out every time. You know, and then it becomes like an anywhere, any place, anytime type of song. And then Bathtub Gin, woohoo! While it might not be mean and nasty like My Friend is every single time, big peaks in that one. High energy, if I can say, and then Theme from the Bottom, maybe a little bit, bringing the energy down a little bit, but giving Trey a chance to do his thing, of course. And then the ending there, there was maybe not quite the greatest into Llama here, and then not a slow Llama at all, And then we got to hear from Trey. Trey talked a little bit at the end. He was like, "Did we already play this one?" Then Fishman and Trey went back and forth a little bit. Basically poking fun at themselves and their age, essentially calling themselves geezers. And Trey addressing them. Now, oddly enough, Trey was addressing the rules. If you're repeating songs too many times throughout the summer, that's against the rules. That's not good. But if you repeat the same song multiple times in the same show, including back to back, somehow that's fine. That's in fact, that makes the show better. There was that show a few years ago in Merriweather where they played Tweezer Reprise like 5 times. Everybody loved it. So if they had, in fact, gone back-to-back here with Llama, I guarantee it would at least raise the rating of the show by a half a point, if that's even possible. It might already be a 4.5. And then, too, getting a little bit of the pop funk, tonight's segment of that. And then by the end, Trey was just completely going to town, ripping it up. A more than normal jammed out tube late in the first set. And, after we had already got a couple of big ones. Basically, and then Golgi in here, look at that, figuring out the capital G's finally after like 7 years of this. I think I got that from Squid Game. And then one of the few songs that did not get the jam treatment, Golgi in the set. 3 Golgis this summer already. I'm not saying it's too much. I'm just saying that it's been a while since we got this much Golgi activity on such a small tour. I don't know. Somebody might want to fact check me on that, but so look at this, man. I mean, the entire first set, basically. That's unbelievable. And then we're over here to Sigma. Sigma not necessarily kind of breezing through Sigma a little bit tonight. And then just as I thought maybe No Men and No Man's Land and Blaze On, we're going to kind of back off to these 7 to 10 minute type 1 jams. That wasn't the case, although it was the case with Sigma. Life Saving Gun making its debut off of the Page and Trey album. And this is the one coming into the summer, especially when they were debuting some songs. I thought this one perhaps would fit in with Phish. Didn't necessarily like it on the album so much. And then as they start to take off in this one, it feels like, oh, is this going to be one of these Page dance songs? A little bit of a Always Wanted It This Way feel to it. And then didn't take long before Trey took over. He's like, look, I co-wrote this song, Page. Don't be getting carried away, man. You got a couple already this summer, Page. I only got 47 songs that are my thing. This is Trey talking to Page here, Oh, and that somebody has mentioned in the comments that Mike, they see him like stepping over and talking to someone. I saw it tonight during the opener on AC/DC Bag. He does. He's got like a mic there set up to his rig. Now I don't know if he's talking to one of the techs or something. Asking for whatever. Turn this up, this down. Doesn't like the levels, the sounds of something. And then but yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Perhaps he's just whispering in. I couldn't hear it necessarily in the audio. Your pet cat's going crazy down here. Should have never trapped her in the room before I started the recap here. So then let's get to the No Men and No Man's Land. Nothing necessarily went too deep. Nothing's going to end up in the top 5 jams of the summer here. The top 5 jams of the summer 2023. I don't think anything's going to land there tonight. But perhaps, I don't even say this might not even have been the winner. Maybe it was Tube. Maybe it was this nasty sucker. So then we get into Lonely Trip. you know, maybe the only time we're going to calm down to the entire show. Although Frankie Says, not exactly a rager, but always going to be welcome, something we don't get very often. So they're, you know, they're sprinkling in some rarities on us. Got a Jibboo, had been bragging about Got a Jibboo. Last one, didn't quite, the flame didn't really take off. And then tonight, that was perfect, you know. Maybe not perfect, all right. It was real good. I like when, you know, this is the summer, Trey, the sound Trey is having this summer, you know, with the one that's really grooving with me. Got a Jibboo, just seemed like it was made for it. Theme, another one. Wingsuit last night. And then Light, you know, they were not done jamming. Light, another one, you know, not always delivering as consistently as it once was. But, you know, ending strong here. You know, we took had to calm down a little bit for these two. So all this was great. All this, man, then if you can tell the difference between, what was the second set, the Encore, and we got a little girls' night out. Suzy Greenberg and Izabella back to back. Classic rock covers making their way back in. It's okay. Sure, Loving Cup looms at some point. Boy, I thought there would be a lot of red, and there was. Much deserved. Whew, can you smell the Sharpie? I can. Oh my God, what in the... What are you doing? You know how many people are going to see you? I don't know. A decent number, you know, for a guy just sitting in here in this room, getting down to some Phish. This was gone. I mean, there's 3 nights in. Woo! It's a good thing there's a night off. We better go check the roof at MSG. They talked about they're old enough to remember the old MSG. Then they started to get in how things were crazy back then, and then they stopped. All right, I'm going to stop now, too. Boom. We are out of here. Man, Sharpie is strong. I got to open the window. I got to open the door. Maybe that's why the cat, she's wasted, man. All right, boom. We're out of here.